Let's take a tour of a sample team management profile, or TMP, which has been generated for a person we've called Peter Piper. As you can see, the cover page of the TMP identifies the respondent's name, along with their major role and 2 related roles on the team management wheel. The major role is based on the respondent's preferences on the Rido scales, and the 2 related roles are the next most likely roles that would match the respondent's preferences. For Peter, we can see that his major role is Creator-Innovator, and his 2 related roles are Reporter-Advisor and Explorer-Promoter. You'll also notice the footer on all pages of the TMP provides a snapshot of the respondent's major and related roles, represented by coloured circles, with the major role being the larger circle on top. Now, if we look at page 2 of the TMP, we can see that, in addition to showcasing the respondent's major and related roles, it also indicates the respondent's key preference areas. Each key preference area covers 3 different roles. For example, Exploring would be relevant to anyone with a major or related role of Creator-Innovator, Explorer-Promoter, or Assessor-Developer. If we look at Peter's major and related roles on the team management wheel, we can see that his relevant key preference areas are Exploring and Advising, which is why these appear here in his profile. This page also provides background information about the types of work that sit behind the team management wheel and how the profile has been developed, which is continued on the next page. Page 4 presents the respondent's scores for each of the 4 work preference measures on the Rido scales, both the raw scores, indicated by the white shaded areas, and the net scores, which are indicated by the green shaded areas and are written inside the triangles. For example, on the relationship scale, we can see that Peter's net score of 1 in the extrovert direction has been calculated by subtracting his raw score of 15 for introvert from his raw score of 16 for extrovert. That is, extrovert 16 minus introvert 15 equals a net score of extrovert 1. The TMP then presents an overview section which summarizes the major characteristics and general behaviors associated with the respondent's major role. It then goes on to explain the respondent's strengths. Next, it describes the respondent's approach to decision-making, their preferred style of relating to others, their approach to working in a team, and areas the respondent might look to develop further. The TMP then presents a list of key points to note about the respondent's major role, before presenting a summary of their related roles. Let's now move forward to page 15 and take a look at the respondent's work preference distribution on the types of work wheel. This indicates the tasks that the respondent likes best and those that they like least by distributing 100 percentage points across the 8 different types of work. This section helps the respondent identify their level of preference outside their major and related roles. The work preference distribution can be especially valuable to review when all members of a team have the same major and related role preferences, as it can help the team make decisions about work allocation. The data is also presented below in a bar graph and explained further on the next page. The TMP then looks at the critical success factor of linking. As we've explored, pacing is an essential part of linking, as it involves varying our communication style so that it matches other people's preferences. This page of the TMP gives the respondent a customized list of things that other people can do to interact with them more effectively and better meet their needs. Finally, the TMP includes an individual summary of the respondent's major and related roles, their raw and net scores on the Rido scales, and their work preference distribution. This is a useful one-page snapshot which can be used as a quick reference or overview. So now, that wraps up our tour of the team management profile.